Processing some of these black walnuts today. Got these in a plastic trash can, and I'm gonna let this water level come up to where the I don't know, about halfway, so that it's floating, and then I'll spin these with the drill, and I've got this thing. I have it on hand, but it works good. I'm not exactly. I think it's for drywall mud. I can't remember, but anyway, works well for this. So there's what they look like after you whirl them around for a minute. And now they're not all gonna come completely out of the husk yet. So a lot of these will have come out of the husk. Those are still in the husk, but see how they have that green. So I'll dump these here. This is just something I have. So it used to be on a fire pit or something. And I'll dump these out, let the water run through that grate, and then you'll see the ones that are husked and the ones that still have husks on them. So let me do that. Now this stuff will stain you. They used to use it for dye. It'll turn your hands like a dark brown, and it won't come off. That's why I'm wearing these gloves. You see a lot of these are pretty much already cleaned up. Another one. So quite a few that are cleaned up, and then these in the husk, these floaters, they're not ready yet. So I'm gonna just cull these out. And I've got some others over here that I already have been working on last week. So I'm gonna throw these over there. Some of them come about halfway, and that's kind of frustrating. But I'm not gonna worry too much about it. They'll eventually all come off. If you don't have a black walnut cracker like this one, it's almost impossible to crack these nuts. You might be able to do it with a vise. I wouldn't recommend trying to use a hammer or anything. You're liable to get hurt. The thing about black walnuts is they have a lot of oil in them, and if you shell them ahead of time and try to store them or ship them like that, they'll go rancid on you. They need to stay inside the shell. As long as they're inside the shell, they're okay. But once they get shelled, they don't really have much of a shelf life. They'll get rancid because of all the oil in them. But if anybody is interested, I'll put a link down here, and you can go over to the Marietta Kiefer website and order some nuts, and I'll have all the particulars there. You can order them. I'll pre-crack them, put them into a Ziploc bag, and ship them right out. You're gonna have to figure out what the weight is, because the shells are heavy, and if I sold them like by the pound, that wouldn't be a fair deal. It'd be mostly shell, so I have to figure out what the ratio to the shell to the nut is, and come up with something pretty reasonable. Don't forget to practice self-sufficiency, and don't forget to go outside.